Welcome to our channel, where we delve into the lives of prominent figures, including Sheikh Hamdan and his family. In our previous installment, we explored the complexities surrounding Sheikh Hamdan's relationship with his ex-wife, Hadia Zen. A misunderstanding had arisen, fueled by Sheikh Hamdan's concerns regarding Hadia's travels to Germany. However, as the situation unfolded, it became clear that a deeper understanding was necessary to uncover the truth. In today's video, we'll examine the sequence of events that led to a clearer understanding between Sheikh Hamdan and Hadia. We'll discuss Hadia's personal struggles, the conversations that facilitated a breakthrough, and the potential implications for their relationship moving forward. To ensure you stay informed about Sheikh Hamdan and his family, consider subscribing to our channel and activating notifications. Now, let's proceed with the narrative. Initially, Sheikh Hamdan's concerns were piqued when he discovered Hadia's departure for Germany without prior notification. His thoughts led him to speculate about her intentions, prompting a sense of unease. This reaction stemmed from his difficulty in understanding Hadia's potential motivations for reconnecting with someone from her past, given their shared experiences. In the heat of the moment, Sheikh Hamdan confronted Hadia, but unfortunately, their conversation was marked by misunderstanding and unspoken words. Hadia, taken aback by the intensity of the conversation, was left feeling vulnerable and heartbroken. Overwhelmed with emotion, she succumbed to tears, her pain and sadness palpable. It was in this moment of distress that Shaika, Sheikh Hamdan's sister, proved to be a pillar of support and comfort. Witnessing Hadia's tears, Shaika offered a listening ear and a comforting presence, inquiring about the events that had led to this emotional breakdown. Her empathetic demeanor provided a safe space for Hadia to open up and share her story, marking the beginning of a journey toward healing and understanding. It was then that Hadia, feeling a sense of trust and security in Shaika's presence, began to share the intricacies of her story. With a deep breath, she revealed the true purpose behind her trip to Germany, and the complex, heart-wrenching circumstances that had been weighing heavily on her heart. Shaika's empathetic ear and discerning heart enabled her to grasp the nuances of Hadia's narrative, revealing a profound misunderstanding. Moved by this newfound understanding, Shaika is the end or bridge of the gap between Hadia and Sheikh Hamdan, seeking to illuminate the truth. However, her initial attempts to reach Sheikh Hamdan were met with silence, suggesting that he was not yet prepared to confront the complexities of the situation. 3 days elapsed before Sheikh Hamdan finally responded to Shaika's call, marking a pivotal moment in which the truth would finally be revealed. As the mystery surrounding Hadia's journey to Germany began to unravel, a deeper understanding of the circumstances that had unfolded began to emerge. The question on everyone's mind was, what had compelled Hadia to make this journey, and what secrets had been hidden beneath the surface? The truth, as it finally came to light, revealed a complex web of emotions and past experiences that had been weighing heavily on Hadia's heart. A conversation with a cousin, with whom she had shared a brief and tumultuous marriage, had left her feeling unsettled and frustrated. Though their union had been short-lived, with no physical intimacy, the emotional scars still lingered. The memories of their time together, though distant, continued to cast a shadow over her present. It was within the opulent walls of her new mansion that Hadia received an unexpected and unsettling phone call from this cousin, stirring up the remnants of a past she had long sought to keep at bay. The call marked the beginning of a challenging and emotional journey, one that would test her resolve and force her to confront the ghosts of her past. The catalyst for this tumultuous chain of events was the revelation of Hadia's divorce to her parents. Their shock and dismay quickly gave way to outrage, as they demanded explanations and an immediate meeting with both Hadia and her cousin. In a bid to address the situation, Hadia's parents traveled to Germany, where her cousin resided, and extended an invitation to Hadia to join them for a discussion. However, this invitation came with a stringent condition. Sheikh Hamdan was strictly prohibited from accompanying Hadia. Her parents harbored deep-seated resentment towards Sheikh Hamdan, holding him accountable for Hadia's divorce and viewing him as the primary reason their daughter had defied their wishes. This long-standing animosity created a complex and sensitive dynamic, further complicated by the emotional baggage of Hadia's past. Hadia found herself trapped in a precarious dilemma, torn between her loyalty to her family and her own desires. Despite her reservations, she felt compelled to acquiesce to her parents' demands, intuitively aware that they would exert considerable pressure upon her. Thus, with a sense of trepidation, Hadia made the journey to Germany, concealing her true intentions from Sheikh Hamdan. Upon her arrival, Hadia's deepest fears were confirmed. Her parents presented her with an ultimatum, insisting that she resolve the lingering issues with her cousin. In their eyes, the solution was straightforward. Either Hadia would reconcile with her cousin, reinstating their marriage, or she would be forced to sever ties with her own family forever. This draconian choice left Hadia reeling, her emotions torn asunder by the weight of her family's expectations. Hadia's emotional reserves were depleted, drained by the unrelenting pressure from her own family. Torn between her love for Sheikh Hamdan and the threat of disownment by her parents, she felt like she was being pulled apart by irreconcilable forces. The weight of this impossible decision hung heavy over her, like a dark cloud casting a shadow over her very existence. As she navigated this treacherous emotional landscape, Hadia received a jarring message from her servant in Dubai. The news that Sheikha Thani, Sheikh Hamdan's wife, had visited her mansion sent a ripple of unease through her already frayed nerves. The timing couldn't have been more unsettling, leaving Hadia wondering what this unexpected visit might portend. And then, another message arrived, its contents waiting to be revealed like a whispered secret. The messages kept coming, each one a reminder of the complex web of relationships Hadia was entangled in. Sheikh Hamdan's message, mentioning Sheikha Thani's visit, went unanswered. Hadia's emotional resources were depleted, her focus consumed by the daunting choices she faced. The weight of her uncertain future left her numb, unable to muster the energy to engage with the drama unfolding around her. In the aftermath of those grueling discussions, Hadia sought refuge in a change of scenery. Accepting an invitation from Sheikha, Sheikh Hamdan's sister, she traveled to Bahrain and found solace within the opulent walls of Sheikha's palace. The tranquil atmosphere and warm hospitality offered a fleeting respite from the turmoil that had been ravaging her life. Sheikh Hamdan's expression remained stoic, yet his eyes betrayed a deep sense of introspection. As the truth dawned on him, he realized that his hasty judgments had been misguided. A pang of remorse settled in, prompting him to take immediate action. With a sense of urgency, he reached for his phone and dialed Hadia's number. The moment she answered, Sheikh Hamdan's words poured forth in a sincere apology. He acknowledged not only his recent transgressions but also the accumulated hurt he had caused her. He expressed regret for his lack of trust, for abandoning her in her time of need, and for allowing her to feel isolated in her struggles with her family. Hadia's response was a balm to his soul. She forgave him, her voice devoid of rancor. For the first time in what felt like an eternity, their conversation was filled with a sense of peace and understanding. The conversation unfolded with a sense of vulnerability, as if the very fabric of their relationship had been transformed. Sheikh Hamdan's words were infused with a deep empathy, as he encouraged Hadia to prioritize her own happiness, even if it meant making a choice that would take her away from him. His voice was tinged with a melancholic understanding, acknowledging the anguish that came with being torn between love and familial obligations. Yet, Hadia's heart sank further with each passing word. Sheikh Hamdan's gentle tone belied a subtle resignation, a sense of surrender that felt almost palpable. He didn't entreat her to stay, nor did he promise to reclaim her. Instead, his words seemed to whisper a gentle farewell, as if he were slowly releasing his grasp, allowing her to drift away. Hadia's silence during their conversation spoke volumes, a poignant reminder that forgiveness, though offered, didn't necessarily equate to reconciliation. The calmness of their discussion belied the underlying tension, a sense of unresolved longing that lingered in the air. Sheikh Hamdan's apology, though sincere, seemed to fall short, leaving Hadia with a lingering sense of uncertainty. Though Sheikh Hamdan had extended an invitation for Hadia to return to her former mansion, where they could meet and converse in person, Hadia remained in Bahrain, finding solace in Sheikha's company. Her eventual return to Dubai would be marked by a deliberate avoidance of her new mansion, a place that had been compromised, its sanctity breached, leaving her seeking refuge elsewhere. The plot thickens, as Sheikha Thani's knowledge of the mansion's address raises the stakes. As Hadia and Sheikh Hamdan prepare to meet, the question on everyone's mind is, what's next? Will they find closure and rekindle their lost love, or will this meeting mark the end of their journey together? The fate of their relationship hangs in the balance, leaving us all eagerly anticipating the next development. That's all for now on the latest updates from the world of Sheikh Hamdan and his family. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the lives of Dubai's royal elite. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell. Your support means the world, and I look forward to sharing more captivating stories with you in the future.